love. A word so pure, so powerful, it can blind us to even the darkest truths. We crave it, nurture it, and sometimes become prisoners of it. This is not a storybook romance. This is a descent into the abyss of manipulation where love is the bait and control is the trap. This is the story of Bobby and her partner, a tale as old as time, yet as chilling as ever. A relationship that began with whispered promises and stolen kisses soon morphed into a toxic dance of control and despair. Bobby, a master puppeteer, pulling the strings of her partner's life, weaving a narrative of dependence and fear. It's a story of gaslighting, coercion, and the agonizing struggle for freedom. This is a story for anyone who has ever loved and lost themselves in the process. It's a reminder that love should empower, not enslave. It's a call to recognize the red flags, to trust your gut, and to fight for your right to a life free from manipulation. And this is a story for all of us. The early days were a blur of happiness. Bobby was charming, attentive, almost too perfect. She showered her partner with affection, making them feel like the only person in the world. But beneath the surface, a darker current was already swirling. Bobby, you see, had a knack for playing the victim. Small, insignificant slights were amplified into dramas of betrayal. A forgotten anniversary became a referendum on their love. A misplaced phone call transformed into an accusation of infidelity. Her partner, blinded by love and eager to please, would apologize profusely, showering Bobby with even more attention and affection. They didn't realize they were being slowly but surely ensnared in Bobby's web of control. With each manufactured crisis, Bobby tightened her grip. She isolated her partner from friends and family, painting herself as the sole source of love and support. The requests were subtle at first. Don't go out tonight, I'm not feeling well, or can you cancel your plans, I need you. But these seemingly innocuous requests soon morphed into demands, leaving her partner feeling trapped and suffocating. Bobby was a master architect of deceit. Lies, big and small, rolled off her tongue with ease. She fabricated stories and manipulated situations to keep her partner under her thumb. The world outside their bubble became a distorted reflection, filtered through Bobby's lens of manipulation. Friends warned her partner about Bobby's behavior, expressing concern for their well-being. But Bobby, with her uncanny ability to twist the narrative, painted them as jealous and meddling. "They've never liked me," she would say, her voice laced with hurt. "They're trying to turn you against me." Doubts gnawed at the partner's mind, but Bobby was always there, ready with a plausible explanation, a tearful apology, or worse, a venomous threat. "If you really loved me," she would say, her voice low and menacing, "you wouldn't believe them." Trapped in a web of lies and fear, her partner clung to the remnants of their love, desperately hoping for a return to the blissful beginning that now felt like a distant memory. One incident in particular brought the horrifying reality of Bobby's manipulation into sharp focus. Bobby, prone to exaggerating minor ailments, suddenly wanted to go to the hospital. Her partner, panicked and fearing the worst, rushed her to the hospital. At the hospital, Bobby, with an Oscar-worthy performance, convinced doctors she was experiencing debilitating symptoms, painting her partner as neglectful and uncaring. She spun a fabricated narrative of abuse and neglect, her words dripping with manufactured pain and fear. The medical staff, trained to believe patients, looked upon the partner with suspicion, their concern for Bobby morphing into judgment towards the partner. The deceit had a motive: to manipulate her partner into buying her alcohol while in the hospital under their care. The partner, bewildered and heartbroken, watched as Bobby manipulated the situation to her advantage. They tried to protest, to explain the truth, but their words felt hollow and unconvincing against Bobby's convincing performance. The incident left an indelible mark on the partner, shaking their faith in their own perception of reality. Could they be wrong? Were they, as Bobby claimed, the problem? Section 5, Drowning in Doubt, the partner's internal struggle. The constant gaslighting and manipulation took a heavy toll on the partner's mental health. They were trapped in a perpetual state of self-doubt, questioning their own sanity and judgment. Were they overreacting? Were they, as Bobby so often claimed, being too sensitive? Sleep became a distant luxury, replaced by sleepless nights haunted by Bobby's accusations and threats. Their once vibrant personality dulled, their laughter replaced by a strained silence. The world, once full of possibilities, now felt like a suffocating prison, with Bobby holding the keys. Friends and family watched with growing concern as the once vibrant and independent person they knew seemed to fade away. But their attempts to intervene were met with resistance. Bobby had poisoned their partner against them, painting them as threats to their perfect relationship. The partner, torn between the love they felt for Bobby and the growing realization that something was terribly wrong, retreated further into themselves, their spirits slowly being crushed under the weight of Bobby's manipulation. On Section 6, A Glimmer of Hope, Seeds of Realization. The turning point came unexpectedly, sparked by a seemingly insignificant event. Bobby, in a fit of rage, accused her partner of hiding something from her. "I know you're keeping secrets," she screamed, her voice dripping with venom. "You can't hide anything from me." But this time something was different. The accusation, so familiar, so often used to control and manipulate, suddenly rang hollow. A wave of exhaustion, of anger, of pure, unadulterated resentment washed over the partner. For the first time, they saw Bobby's behavior for what it truly was. Not love, but a desperate need for control. The scales fell from their eyes, and they saw Bobby not as the loving partner they had believed her to be, but as a master manipulator, skilled at twisting their emotions to her will. The seed of doubt, planted long ago, began to sprout, fueled by the partner's growing exhaustion and resentment. They began to question everything. Bobby's stories, her accusations, her supposed love. The more they looked, the more cracks they saw in Bobby's carefully constructed facade. Section 7, Breaking the Chains, the partner's journey to freedom. Realizing the truth was just the first step in a long and arduous journey. Breaking free from Bobby's control would be a battle, one that required immense courage and resilience. The partner knew that confronting Bobby directly would be futile. She would deny, deflect, and manipulate, spinning a web of lies to keep them trapped. Instead, they began to plan their escape. However, Bobby wouldn't allow a breakup. No matter what, she threatened hitting herself, as she often did, and using it as bait to prevent her partner from leaving. They tried reconnecting with trusted friends and family, confiding in them about the abuse they had endured. They sought professional help, finding solace and strength in the support of a therapist who helped them understand the dynamics of manipulation and reclaim their sense of self. They began to assert their independence in small ways at first, refusing to engage in arguments, setting boundaries, and reclaiming their time and space. Each act of defiance, no matter how small, chipped away at Bobby's control, fueling the partner's growing sense of empowerment. Section 8, The Aftermath, Picking Up the Pieces. Staying with Bobby was the hardest thing the partner had ever done, with no respect. Bobby's manipulation gradually getting worse over time. Confession, hurt, and desperation. Hoping to become free from the constant manipulation and emotional abuse, they felt like they couldn't breathe. The road to recovery couldn't begin, with Bobby unwilling to let go. The partner struggled with the emotional scars left by Bobby's abuse, the self-doubt, the anxiety, the fear of what's next, the fear of being manipulated again. But with time, therapy, and the unwavering support of their loved ones helped to heal, ready to rebuild their life piece by piece, rediscovering their passions, their strength, and their sense of self, hoping they learn to trust their instincts, to set healthy boundaries, and to recognize the red flags of manipulation. The experience, though traumatic, had ultimately made them stronger, more resilient, and more determined than ever to live a life free from control and abuse. But that day didn't arrive until Bobby's passing. Section 9, A Lesson Learned, Recognizing and Escaping Manipulation. The story of Bobby and her partner is a stark reminder that manipulation can lurk in even the most intimate of relationships. It's a story that teaches us the importance of recognizing the red flags, the subtle control tactics, the gaslighting, the isolation that often precede more overt forms of abuse. It's a reminder that love should never come at the cost of our freedom, our dignity, or our sanity. If you find yourself in a relationship where you feel controlled, manipulated, or afraid to be yourself, trust your instincts. Reach out for help. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. There are resources available to support you, to help you break free from the cycle of abuse and reclaim your life. Remember, you are not alone, and you deserve to be in a relationship where you are loved, respected, and valued for who you truly are. Section 10. Moving forward. Embracing a future free from control. The partner's journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope remains. It's a story that teaches us that we have the power to break free from toxic relationships and to create a future filled with love, respect, and authenticity. The partner's story is not just about escaping manipulation, it's about reclaiming one's voice, one's power, and one's right to a life lived on their own terms. It's a story about healing, growth, and the transformative power of self-discovery. As the sun rises on a new day, the partner embraces the future with open arms, their heart filled with gratitude for the lessons learned and the strength found within. Their story is a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, we have the power to choose love, to choose freedom, and to choose ourselves.